Gotta do a talk, a mic check, 2 1 2, mic check, 1 2 1 2. Gotta do a mic check, mic check. Because the way this thing is going, like I did it yesterday, and it has to like catch on to the microphone just has to adapt to where to capture sound from. But welcome to another episode of Tangential Thoughts Chat Show. Did all that shit to set myself up. All right, this because I was like, what the fuck is this black shit? This right here, that's my shirt. That's my shirt. Let me turn it a little bit. It's still in the visual, in the shot. Oh my goodness. I'm just getting up, bro. And I ain't mad about just getting up. The only thing is, I got about a little less than 3 hours before I have to get ready and just go to work. Now, the getting ready and going to work part is simplified because we're just going to wear the same thing to work every day. That's what we're going to do. We're going to wear the same thing to work every day. So that part's getting simplified. We got pizza, cigar, and tobacco today. So cigar, because it's easier. And when the cigar runs out, we got tobacco with the new cigar pipe. So I'm trying to think. You can't really have the light behind you. The light has to be in front of you. Alright. Let's run all the way back now. Alright, now we should be good. We got a clear shot. Lighting check. Alright, let's run through it. As you just saw, usually Bailey is running around and doing all this other stuff because whatever. But because there's food, she is sitting right there. I gave her the crust and and slice and bones from last night. She tore that joint up, boy. All right. It's like, are you ready now? Cutter. Some type of way to light up, because we're not using, I got Zippo fluid, but I'm not using that lighter. I'm waiting until the new custom lighter come in. That's what I'm waiting for real. I'm waiting for the new custom lighter to come in. But matches, cutter, cigar pipe, tobacco, something to eat, something to drink. Think we're finally ready. Now, welcome to the Graffiti Jungle and another episode of Tangential Thoughts Chat Show. I'm your chief, Jahara. Leader of the Kim Dynasty and the Spiritual Bandits, because we take our abundance, we don't ask for less, so rightfully ours. One more time. Welcome to the Graffiti Jungle and another episode of Tangential Thoughts Chat Show. I'm your chief, Jahara. Leader of the Kim Dynasty and the Spiritual Bandits, because we take our abundance, we don't ask for less, so rightfully ours. Now, another thing I like about this tank is, technically, I don't have to get the smoke on the t-shirt. I can take this off, smoke in the tank, and then put whatever shirt I need to back on top of it. So we have the rest of the Chicago pizza from last night. And I just told you, you see, cigar, we had a cigar before, that's why it's another go-to. So, what's the best leftover food? Because I ain't warming back up. Left it sitting there, you know what I'm saying? You get back up and eat it. Cold pizza. Cold spaghetti. Okay, baby. Say hey, babe. Ain't gotta say nothing to him. You like seeing your dog eat. I got one slice left. One slice. I had got the meat lovers. Small meat lovers. So, I just want to talk about what happened last night. Now, it may be small instances to somebody else, but I be looking for the signs and synchronicities and things lining up, and I be looking for the hints and the clues, like, you know what I'm saying? So last night, it's so many alternate ways that things could have went, right? So many alternate ways that things could have went. But I did get very hungry. Got off work. Work was light. I feel like today, if dude worked today and he says any type of whatever, if dude worked today, I'm not gonna, cause I ain't trying to be rude or nothing, but I already told you I'm not gay and I'm not interested. That was the very first thing I ever said to you. Cause that was the very first question you ever asked me. So now is when I might just be, I don't want, I'm gonna have to be just a little rude. I'm gonna have to like, hey, look, bro, I'm really not gay. I'm not bi. I'm not curious. None of that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to really just tell this nigga straight up. Like, I don't need you saying bye to me, and I don't need no fucking extra conversation from you. I don't stop doing that shit. So, here it go. This big ass cigar, right? This big ass cigar. Everything is big in Texas, right? And can't fit in the hole. Can't fit in the hole. Fuck. I don't. Because of a fucking bird. Yeah. Get up and go chase a fucking bird that you cannot catch. I really wonder what. One day, I just might, bro. One day, I might just shoot something. Shoot a squirrel, shoot a cat, shoot a bird, and see what the fuck she's gonna do when she actually can get it. Like, like, when you actually catch up to one of these fucking animals, what are you going to do? Ain't that the one thing that we be wanting to know? Like, what's gonna actually happen if a dog ever catches one of these things? What is it gonna do? So yeah, it's not fitting in the hole. No pun intended. It won't fit. You can't force it. But we're just gonna cut off what we can. That's all we can get off. That's all we can cut off. Oh, it's like almost like a haircut. Alright. And just go around and smooth it out. What can we cut off? Cut it sideways. Start. You never cut enough more. I don't want to cut no more. You know, we sitting, you sitting in the barbershop chair. Hell no, don't cut no more. That's it. That's it. Don't go no further, bro. Don't cut nothing else off. So after work, I get hungry. Perfectly fine, cool. I could wait. But I'm like really hungry. I'm like, damn, I'm hungry. But I'm like, well, what's open? Now, I was on live for this. I was on live for this first part. I was like, well, what's open? Now, the thing was, I waited, because I put the order in before 1 o'clock. I ain't get the shit until, one of the times I saw was like 1:16, 1:17. So it damn near took 20 minutes just to get this pizza. And these wings. And so, if it wasn't for that, it still wouldn't have made it, because I still would have started eating. Well, this is what happened. So parts of this is on live, because I'm on the live, but they playing music inside of this shit. So I got this back part of it muted, and it wasn't the phone. It wasn't the phone battery, because I had left the phone to sit. I had left the charger on the phone, and the phone nearly charged all the way back up. So then I tried to use the little rest of the juice to put it on the mobile hotspot. And the mobile hotspot is what I ended up losing signal. And I was saying it too. So all I got on the live was I ate a wing and I ate like a piece of, you know what I'm saying, one of the toppings off the pizza. Now you see it, right? This is why I hate matches, bro. The flame will go right the fuck out on any type of breeze. Like you have to be basically on the inside to use them shits. Flame will go right the fuck out. I was trying to do it this way so I could at least see it in the camera. You want it to burn evenly. Now, it just came to my head, and I just saw, and they say it again, 2222 on the timer now. So 222, you on the right path. Idea was to come do an ASMR. I should eat pizza though. The only thing that kind of stops me on doing these puffs. Now there's certain cigars, like my favorite cigar with that my father shit. Oh, I could puff that. Oh, I left that. I was saving that one, but that's one cause I was just saying how many puffs could I do in a minute? That's one? Oh. I'll keep puffing. I don't want to run out of water. Well, something like this, it's that taste that stops me. Yeah. So I get hungry. I see. I'm like, okay, well, where can we possibly get food? Where can we possibly just get food? Oh, right now uploading. I just did 45 straight puffs. Well, it's a little more than 40. So I'm actually editing it up one more time. I'm gonna post it at least 2 more times. I just posted the ASMR version of the 45 straight puffs. Then I'm gonna actually post the whole joint where I actually light up, puff, eat the cake anime, eat the pizza. Yeah, I don't care to be chewing on nothing tough and Bailey waiting for it. So last bits can be a little. This turns into a dog treat for a dog. A little piece at a time. So go to Chicago Pizza. Yeah, I put this in the video too, but so you get the backstory of how the rest of the night went. So go to Chicago Pizza. One of my old coworkers there. It's dope. She rings me up and she gave me a free drink. She makes the lemonade. She makes strawberry and blueberry lemonade. She said, "What you think?" I said, 10 out of 10, highly recommend. So she got me a free drink. I already spent $30 on the pizza and wings by itself. You can see the receipt on the video I posted. So once I get out of here, right? I leave Chicago Pizza. I'm walking and I'm on live, but then it says reconnecting. I'm like, oh. And you see, I was rushing. I was walking back. I'm like, all right, we try to get to the other spot over there so I can do the. They said that we're gonna try to at least get. I at least gonna say if I can get a bite of pizza on live. So I do want to eat the pizza though. So I do sit down, and then the next thing was, well, since the signal is going 33 on the timer, so since the signal is gone right now, I can still just record it and then post that. So I eat the rest of the wings and pizza. Eat the rest of the wings and the pizza. After that, I keep on walking. So I'm walking, and now you seen on live before where somebody came and picked me up. It was somebody I knew though, and they took me to work. I'm walking, and they let me hot box and smoke inside the whip and send a third. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm walking, and mind you, it's now around. It's a little after 2 o'clock in the morning. It's a little after 2 o'clock in the morning. I got to approximate. Got the pizza after 1:20. Walking, sat down, ate the rest of the pizza, and then I keep walking. So it's around 2 o'clock in the morning. The last time I even checked what time it was, from just looking at the phone, it was 1:46. So it's around 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm walking. Now, there's not that many cars on this street and on this road. So you're not going to see too much traffic. Now, a car drives past, and it's doing a decent speed. But then at the next right turn, it goes like, it pulls into that right turn and pulls over back around. Now, I noticed this because it didn't mean to turn down that street, and it hits this U-turn. It's one of those, oh, I forgot something type of things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you see somebody walking, and then they just automatically pivot and turn direction, it's like, you would think like they forgot something type of thing. So I noticed this, I'm like, oh shit, why they turn around like that? And then the car pulls back and it stops beside me. I'm like, oh snap. Now, they roll down the window and she says, hey, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm just walking, you know what I'm saying? Now, I don't want to say anything else like ask for a ride or this, that, and the third, because I've also been on live before where a lady, and it's late at night, lady just said, hey, are you okay? And then I jokingly asked for a ride. She's like, well, no, I'll just make sure you was all right, this, and the third, boom, boom. And I don't know what direction you're going, this, and the third, boom, boom. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm okay, I'm just, you know, then she was like, do you need a ride? So I'm like, yeah, I'm just going up the street right there. So she was like, okay, I'm gonna turn around. Oh, snap. So she turns back around. She goes a little up the street to where she can turn in again, makes another U-turn, turns right back around. And then she rolls down the window. She's like, well, I opened the car door and she moving stuff out the seat, passenger seat. And she's like, you don't got a gun, do you? Nah, I ain't got no gun, man. I ain't got no gun. And we joked about it later. She's like, I should have asked if you also had a knife. I was like, well, I just lost my knife a couple whatchamacallits ago. I would actually have to say yes, but I didn't have anything. I didn't have anything. So we get in the car. Well, I get in the car, and then we start driving down. Now, It's 2 o'clock. So it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. It's dark outside, and so I can barely see. So she's like, "Where are you going to stand there?" And at this point, I can barely remember the address, like, and because at the same time, I'm trying to tell her what street to just like. She can drop me off at this corner of this street or whatever, but I can't remember the name of the street to turn down, and it's kind of dark, and usually like there's if you're trying to give somebody directions, you can tell them, okay, there's this, and you can turn down on this. Like when you get to this, even if you don't know streets in the second and third, there's just certain landmarks and fixtures. All right, when you see this, make this turn. When you see this, make that turn. Da da da, boom boom. But I couldn't see it, and we missed it. And then we had to turn back around, and then now we focusing, actually looking like there should be da da da, boom boom. And it was like, there it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just dark. We just couldn't see it. We had passed it. Because we had got to one point, I'm like, oh, well, we went too far. We done passed it already. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But then we turned down. Now, while I'm in the car with her, though, we're talking, and, you know, I kind of let her, again, like I told you, when I told you the joke, remember, I seen the meme, and it's the actual thing, right? If you got an Uber driver don't got to say shit to you, you know what I'm saying? And me, ... Uber driver, ... me, 5-star rating. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not forcing any conversation, but if she wants to talk, I'm willing to talk. You know what I'm saying? And I told you I got my podcast, Cigar Talk, and I asked her, because another thing was, we sitting there driving, so I'm like, well, where you coming from? She was like, I just came from this little Chicago place. She can't even really remember the name of it. And so I'm like, oh, that's crazy. I'm like, Chicago pizza. I just came from there too. And I showed her. She's like, yeah. Boom, boom. So I asked her if she smoked cigars. She was like, nah. I was like, why not? She's like, that's not really my thing. Because, it's the pizza side, and then it's the, whatchamacallit side? The smoking side. So, in my business, there needs to be a non-smoking section and a smoking section. Split it up. This half, non-smoking. This half, smoking. Make it clear where you can smoke at. But the speakers play the same music. Nah, fuck that shit. Well, because I mean, over there though, they got a bar in the smoke section. They got a bar in the non-smoke section. It's shit like that. Shit dope as fuck. 2 bars. All right, let me go ahead and tap this drink. But this is the first. I haven't tapped it yet. I have not tapped it yet. I have not tapped it yet. So that's the full length of the cigar. Held up really well. So this helps you to also think about composure. Now, 2:53 on the timer. Not on the timer, but it's 2:53 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Add 12 to that. 14:53 military time, world time. So we have both came from the same place or whatever. But of course, if I'm walking, I done ate the pizza and the wings and Santa Barbara. She just left not too long ago. But she not from here, and it's crazy. She actually has to. It's her last night here. She doesn't live here. Crazy. So we talking. Now, once we get, I'm like, okay, this is where I gotta go, whatever. Once we even get there, it's like you trying to kind of fill it out because sometimes it's like, all right, got the car. You know what I'm saying? All right, you can get out. It's time to go. But she continues conversation. And so now I'm like, okay, she's still talking. And she's also listening as well. So, because it's like, remember, the one jump from the Terrence Howard experience was, he said, when you talk to people, everybody has a little piece of God in them. So when you meet people, talk to that part of them. But make sure they see it in you first. And so we're talking, and now at a certain point, now it's okay. We can. I can tell that she's in no rush. I'm definitely not in no rush, because I would have still been walking. And so we continue our conversation. We're talking and we're chatting. Now, fail. She says, so we're talking, and like the smallest things. Like you can show somebody something, right? Show them what you're working on. And so here's the thing, right? This is something that I really pay attention to. Pay attention to how somebody reacts to what you're passionate about. Pay attention to their reaction. That's big to me. If they're not excited or super interested and they don't want to learn more, question more, really pay attention to what you have going on, then I'm not going to keep talking about it. I'm going to pivot the conversation. I'm going to throw the questions right back at you. I'm not about to continue telling you what I'm passionate about, what I'm excited about. I'm not going to continue. The rest of this conversation is now wait, just how I kind of carry stuff. If once I hit a certain point and I see that you don't really care too much about what I have going on, what I'm passionate about, I'm asking you to listen to that question, but now I'm actually trying to get out of the conversation. I'm trying to end our interaction. So I ask a couple of questions about whatever it is that you might want to talk about, or this and the third, and then I'm trying to end the interaction, get up out of the conversation. And so, even when I show her, right, because now I was on some shit like I had the Dragon Ball Z shirt on, but when I show her my Project Extinction is on, what does she do? Because we're in the car and it's dark, but she cuts the light, she cuts the light on her car, and she missed it because she got the back light on. Then she actually like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Because it's late, so you kind of fumbling around. So then she pressed the front light on, and she really wants to see the design. You know what I'm saying? She really wants to see it. She's taking interest into what I got going on. So I'm telling her about the music videos. I'm showing her and so I tell her, because I told her, like, on my podcast, like, you see me, I've been writing questions down I want to ask people. And so in conversation, these are the types of questions I ask anybody and everybody. What makes you happy? What makes you excited? What motivates you? If you don't have to do anything, what would you do? These are the questions. I'm asking her those types of questions too. So we just have an open conversation. We're talking and chatting. And I even told her, like, the only reason this part right here, what we're doing, because I asked her about doing the podcast, she's like, what we talk about? I was like, anything and everything. I was like, this right here would have been a part of would have been on the show, But my signal went out, so I just wasn't recording. That's the only reason this part isn't on. Like I said, we just had this whole undocumented experience. But I can see how things are kind of going, and so I pitched it to her. And I told her like this, like I was like, we can make a music video right now. And I was like, one of the things I really want to do, one of the things I've been like waiting to do, right? Because it's hard to find somebody who has there's just so many things like intellect, confidence. There's humor. A part of a person's personality. Some people can have high intellect, low social skills. Some people can have, or it can be the opposite. People have high social skills, low intellect. They just know how to connect with people. And I'll talk to people. But I'm loving how she's talking, her word choice, her vernacular. And I told her, I love your speech. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to sit down and talk, we can talk again. And even though that you live far, you don't live here necessarily, then I can send you a YouTube link and we can go live on YouTube and have that type of session and just have talks. I can smoke my cigar, you can do your thing, boom. Then, and then if we actually come back together, we can do more music video edits and this and the third, da-da-da, woo. Now, but I pitched it to it and I'm like, yo. Now, one of the things I've been waiting to do was so I met this shorty the other day. I got her number, called her up, like, what you doing? She say, nothing. I say, guess what? She say, what's up? I say, I think we should hook up. Hold on, man. So I met this shorty the other day. I got her number, called her up, like, what you doing? She say, nothing. I say, guess what? She say, what's up? I say, I think we should hook up. She say, I say, what? She say, but. I say, but, why you stuck? She say, fuck. I say, who? She said, not you. I said, then who? She said, you know. I know what? You know who? I said, I do. She said, you do. I said, I do, but I really don't, because it's you that I really want, and we can do what you really want. Go, we grown. If he ain't gonna treat you right, then I ain't gonna treat you wrong. That's my word. She heard so many lies, she don't know what's true or not. Shorty like a valet service. I swear she been through a lot, but I put her car in park and never let her cry alone. I listen to her heartbeat because it plays my favorite song. Now, I airdrop her. I already had the lyric video, so I airdropped the lyric video to her. I'm like, all right, just play it till it's time, see if you can get it. It's not there. Because I had one idea for it. My one idea for it was, you know what I'm saying, I record my parts and record her parts, and then you can have it. I was going to do it like as an overlay, as if we was having an actual FaceTime conversation, this time, third, boom. But I was like, I could simplify it and just being able to get it. I can just say, we can just right beside each other. I think that'd just be funny, humorous, like, boom, and just keep turning it. I could just, because it's like sometimes, yeah. If I can just get all the footage on my phone, make shit way simpler. And so instead of recording separate videos, I was like, fuck it. I can just have the camera and just turn it and keep just doing that, turn the camera. So we do that, right? But I was told her, first we can, I was like, let me just put the camera right here and we just gonna act like we're talking in front of the car or whatever. And so I record that for a little bit. I recorded just like I put the camera down just like this, and we sat on the hood of the car and in front of the car and just, you know what I'm saying, chat, boom, boom, boom. Now, even when I about to set the camera up, you see it, like if you watch the video, she started dancing and doing this and that, like it was dope, it was fire. So record that first part, and then we'll mess up on the little word parts a little bit, you know what I'm saying? They're going back and forth. And so what made it easy is, since I knew the whole verse, I was like, let me just, because I was even messing up with my parts too. So I was like, let me just, because at first I was trying to pause myself just to, while I was listening to it. So then I was like, I just know the whole words. So I'm gonna just keep, I'm gonna turn the camera anyway and then put the music on top of it. So I was just like, boom, I'm gonna just keep saying the whole parts. And so I think that may have helped too. But after like 2 or 3 times, because she knew the song too. So it was just a matter of just remembering it. So then we get to the part where I was like, fine, this is the last time doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because she actually had to get up and hit the road and drive back to her hometown. Because she was like, I ain't trying. She was like, I actually got to get up in the morning. I got to go. And it was her last night here. And so that's, again, if you just think about the timing, there's the synchronicity, things lining up. I'm like, damn, I just happened to be walking. She just happened to be driving past. And even when she was like, something led me to pick you up just now. She was like, I don't do this. You know what I'm saying? This is actually, that in the first part when I first got in, she's like, this is actually like something that's uncomfortable. But so I was just led to do this. And so, but now, we at the end of this, I'm like, all right, we're just gonna do this last time. Whatever happens, happens. I'm gonna edit this shit up anyway. And I was that jump really made me happy, bro. That jump really made me happy. And I was excited. It was so cool. Cause I was like meeting somebody and being able to have a thought-provoking conversation. Now, I even looked at her page and she said something about stretching your mind. And she was like, once your mind has been stretched, it can't go back to that regular normal size. So continue having experiences and reaching people who will expand your mind. So we had a really good conversation. And then we was able to make a music video. But then it's like, even with recording the music video, because I was just recording it and just a one-shot shit, right? Just one shot. Boom, boom, boom. And then, because the last part was the shorty like a valet service. That's what she went through a lot, but I put her car parts. I just put the camera, I'm just on the camera, and she started dancing and shit. So it was just mad dope and it was mad cool, man. And she just fell into it. So it was just a dope little thing. A music video shot at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Now it's like 3, 4. No, yeah. It's getting close to 4. Cause I think she wanted to leave at 4 in the morning or something like that. I'm not sure. So that joint was dope, bro. I have been waiting for that moment. Cause I told you, now I have evidence. You know how it's like you gotta establish ethical appeal, and a way to do that is by whatever position you have. But what am I able to show her now? Like, for instance, if I want to smoke in or around somebody's car, I can show them other visuals of other people let me do it. You know how they say when a business, for a tip jar, they'll put a couple dollars and change in, because that when people come, they'll see other people have been tipping. I can tip too. So I'm showing her. I'm showing her. I showed her. So what? Because now, like at this point, what can I show her now? It ain't about, because I don't have no cigar. I don't have no cigar pipe. It's not about smoking and shit. But the freestyle random music video, even I showed her the one jump where the shorty said pulled up on me and let me sit on top of the car, and we just did a whole video. and I accidentally clicked the background behind it. I was like, oh, this not the edited version. So, and now I went to the edited version and showed her how to. So I was like, well, you just saw the background, and now here's the edited version. So now you can see like how this shit turned into a whole. She's like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? So she ready to turn it. She's like, let's do it. Let's go through it. And it was just so cool because then she was also like, she laughed towards the end of our conversation on letting it go when I was telling her about the podcast or whatever. She was like, I was like, what's funny? She was like, I was just saying I want to be on a podcast. I said, well, here it is. You know what I'm saying? So that was last night. And so in the description box are the last few visuals that I just think need some more appreciation and love. You haven't seen them yet. I know you haven't seen it because it had all these the three videos in the description box have like the one from last night has one view, and the other and what else I put? I put the description. I put the link to the music video last night. I put the new Cigar Pipe visual, and maybe like one more. I think I did like 2 or 3, but they all like the one from last night had like 1 view. The Cigar Pipe had like the new Cigar Pipe had like 3 views, and yeah. So yeah, I definitely just haven't been exposed. You haven't seen it yet. But that joint was dope. That joint was dope. Here go our red bird. Here go this red bird. Okay. At this point, you should be able to tell that it's red. And you can clearly tell that it's a bird. Taking a bird bath. So that was last night. That was last night. Or this morning. That was just this morning. That was this morning. And I couldn't get up until actually like 2 something. I finally got up. Shoot! Where's the water, man? No, I was just trying to show you. Make sure the audio might be getting captured. I let the speaker be able to adjust to the change in the sounds source. Might need a love match. But that was a really good piece of advice from Stony Dennis. He says, you think, like I just showed you Bailey just doing nothing, right? Just sitting there chilling. Gave her just a little something. And that just reinforces your dog If that's a good behavior that you want to reinforce, give your dog something to look forward to. Like, damn, I got shit for doing nothing. Let me just continue doing nothing. So today, you know, certain shit be motivating. Today is Friday. We didn't even do the date. Today is Friday, May 24th. 5/24/24. Gotta go to work, right? But the motivating part of the work is you off tomorrow. And everything from this week guarantees a check next week. All that shit that we done went through this week guarantees a check next week. So when I go in today, the goal is to just get that pay stub. Getting that pay stub, we need to take the pay stub to the dealership. Let them run the credit. See what we got to do about this car. We know what we want. We want a red Jeep Gladiator, chunky tires. Do we care what the car note's gonna be? Fuck no. Whatever it is, that's gonna make me be good. That's gonna make me get in this car again. Cause I already told you what was my life advice to my younger self. That's what we're gonna do. That's gonna make me be good. Quad Air, Hellcat swap, bro. See, that's a different mentality, right? You gotta sit there and think. Well, I don't know. I met a dude who was 55 years old. Dude said, man, I thought when I got older, I was gonna, you know what I'm saying, get out of this mentality, this mindset. But he retired, and the first thing he did was buy a Camaro. So, is that your dream car, though? Is that the dream car, though? Or is it, you know what? Let me put it to you this way. Would you get that car multiple times? In multiple colors? Or would you just say, I just need one of these? I don't want too many. I just want one just to say I got it. A Hellcat, for me, is some shit like, it's one in the back just to say I got it. That's the type of shit, that's how I look at the Hellcat, bro. I was like, because mind you, I had a Jeep. The Jeep don't go more than 100 miles per hour. That's the max top speed on the fucking Jeep. Now you can alternate, you can switch it out, and you can make it go faster than that if you do some shit to it. But that shit not for speeding. I never got another fucking speeding ticket. And after this, I'm coasting through life. So, but the question is, what car would you get multiple of? Like, you know what? For me, the black Lamborghini, the red Lamborghini, the white Lamborghini. And here's another black Lamborghini to let niggas sit in. Niggas can sit in this black Lamborghini, but niggas can't touch this black Lamborghini. I will get multiple Lamborghinis. The Jeep Wrangler, the red one, the black one, the white one. I'll get multiple Jeeps. I might get a gold one too. Paint on all them shits. Then the Tesla Roadster. The Tesla and the Tesla Roadster. I need me a self-driving car so I can just put the destination in, smoke my fucking cigars, and pull the fuck up. That shit was such a ultimate flex when I seen dude do this shit. Nigga was in the passenger side of the Tesla, cutting cucumbers. He was meal prepping on the fucking highway. Shit was epic, bro. So I would get multiple Lamborghinis, multiple Jeep Wranglers, multiple Jeep Gladiators, and multiple, like this. It's like sometimes like, at first I was like, I just want one Gladiator. Now I was like, man, fuck it. You know how your dream just keep getting bigger. I want multiple Lamborghinis, multiple Tesla Roadsters, multiple Teslas, multiple Gladiators. Now outside of that, then it's like, okay, I'll get one of these. Now those are the cars I would get multiple of. I haven't seen a car that would make, outside of those 4 cars, I would have multiple of those. Other cars, I would just have, I got this just because type shit. I got this just because type shit. So that's how I kind of think about shit now. If you can only have one car, what car are you getting? Now, if you can have multiple, what car are you getting? Does the answer change? If the answer changes, then if you can only have one car, then the one car that you would get is the one that you would have multiple of. So, getting this jank, bro, that's what I'm willing to work hard for. I don't know what car I'll get multiple of. I'm sitting here thinking, too, still have yet to come out with anything. But I will want something that at least builds revenue in the future. Any car can build revenue in the future. So, well, you know what I'm saying? We got to have our business meetings up. You got to have some people who going to stretch you, put you on to some shit. So, a fucking Toyota Corolla. It has been proven a Toyota Corolla can get up to 1 million fucking miles. Yes, there's going to be maintenance. There's maintenance with any car. Now, but now, if you know you can go 1 million miles in this car, do you mind using it for Uber? No. You don't mind? You don't care how many miles you put up on it. Then, what can you do? After that car done made you money using Turo, you can, I used to do this shit too. There's a jank where you can, it's called Turo, Turo, where you can rent your car out to people and you get paid for letting people use your car. They got to bring the shit back clean to you, and it's all, you know what I'm saying? You can do that shit, right? You can lease your car out. So now, mind you this is some shit, right? What if I'm walking to work, I'm just letting people rent the car out. So the car is doing what? Making money. I'm not even using the shit. I'm walking to work. That's some shit. Now the car just making money. And I'm not even using this shit. Mind you, especially if it's a new car, you don't even mind this shit. This is regular road mileage. So you letting that shit run off, it's making money. This is some dope ass shit. Oh, back to the Toyota Corolla. To the Toyota Corolla, you could then do what? Pass that off to your children. You know what? Because you're going to have multiple cars at this point. Here's the Toyota Corolla. And now you're looking at your son, you're looking at your daughter like, this your first fucking car. Like, when you turn 15, 16, matter of fact, when should you actually start teaching a child how to drive? That's a whole nother type of conversation. But at 15, 16, this going to be your first fucking car. Ain't no car note. You inheriting this shit. And what they going to inherit that shit with like 300,000 miles on it. And what are they going to do? They going to give it to their kids like, yep, this was my granddad's car. This was my granddad's car. I mean, this was my dad's car. So your kid's gonna do what? Give their kid a fucking Toyota. Like, bro, I got this shit when it had 300,000 miles on it. You gonna take this shit at 600,000 miles on it. The grandkid gonna be like, Granddad, you used to drive this car? Yeah, this is my shit. I passed it off to them. This and that, boom, boom. And then what they gonna do? They gonna pass it to the next one like, well, here, you taking it at 900,000 miles. You taking it at 900,000 miles. And the shit still ain't get to 1,000,000 miles yet. And what could you have been doing the whole time? You could still be renting that shit the fuck out to other people. That regular Toyota Corolla, and I literally used to do this. When I was in Jersey, I had the white Toyota Corolla, and I was like, man, I ain't going nowhere for the weekend. Somebody else wants to borrow it for the weekend? I'm gonna be sitting in the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting in the house playing the game, this and that, there, boom, boom. And then they give me the car back. I just made some money, and I was staying at home. And the aspect of money. So I'm telling you, that right there in the aspect of money. How can you make this car, you know what I'm saying, your whole business? Either you can do Uber, and when you not driving the shit, or if you're not gonna go nowhere for the weekend, you ain't got no fucking plans, you can rent this shit out to other people on Turo and say, here, I'm not driving this shit for the weekend. You can have it for the weekend, or for a week, or however long they need to borrow the car for. Boom. So it's shit like that. It's shit like that. And if you put it in, if you're not, in, especially in whatever market you're at, and you put it for like $25 a day, now you're in a competitive market. Because I got a fucking Jeep Wrangler. I got a Jeep Gladiator. So my shit is some people who gonna want to rent out my shit? People who got the money for this. But with the Toyota Corolla, like, yo, that's just an affordable car that the normal average person, just a business person's like, yo, I need to just get around. I don't care what I'm driving. They're willing to pay $25 a day just to rent your car out. Like, shit. Because the rental car gonna cost way more than that. So they're gonna come to you. You can make, if they rent your car out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you made what? They're gonna tax your shit, but you'll make $60 a weekend where you was just in the house chilling, playing the game. They did that, and then Monday through Friday, you doing Uber. It's shit like that. That little money that you get off of whatchamacallit, that $60 that you got for the weekend, that does what? You can either save it. It's a weekend. 60 times 4 is 240. That's your what? Your car insurance. So you rent it out on the weekends, making the money from your car insurance. You doing Uber through the week, making the money for 1 week of Uber, pays the car note off. Every fucking thing else, the rest of the money goes towards what? And that's just if you even using the car. If you can just rent that shit out and just keep renting it out and don't even drive the shit, let everything else pay it off. But if you actually got a fucking job, you go to your fucking job. Your job is paying this. You doing, bro. If you put all this shit together, and then this is if you got a job that you can walk to or whatever. But even a couple of things. If you got a job you can walk to, then you can do. And then even if you don't, you got a job, do Uber, and rent your car out. You now have 3 sources of income. Anybody could do that. Anybody can do that. There's nobody who can sit there and say, da-da-da. You can work at Dollar Tree, do Uber on the days that you off, rent your car out on days that you just like, well, I'm just not going to drive this shit. That's 3 sources of income you can have. I'm also trying to figure out, well, what energy I want to put in shit into how this shit. And I just gotta get this shit now. If I get this shit, bro, I can real live do this shit so that, boom. The days I'm working, matter of fact, I can have this shit always rented out. Days I'm not working, I could do Uber, or do Uber before I clock into the shit. Before or after I clock into work, I could do Uber. So that's all 3 sources of income. I got my books, I got art, I got my podcast. I gotta have one more, right? Because they say in order to be a millionaire, you have to have 7 streams of income. That's advice from a millionaire, right? And a millionaire would tell you gotta have 7 streams, and all of them, some of them have to be residuals. Something has to be like you don't have to put the work in this shit. Oh, teachers pay teachers. That right there. I got activities that still on teachers pay teachers. It ain't like this and the third, but I'm just saying it's there, right? It's just there. Even if you get $1 from that shit, it's there. You can say, boom. I got teachers pay teachers, so I sell little activities out there, but the school year about to end, so it really, well, yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying it's there. Teachers pay teacher. I got my books on Amazon. I can still sell jean jackets, clothes, and merch whenever. Then that's 3 right there. Then if you was doing Turo, Uber, job, and my podcast, 7 fucking streams. A stream does what? What does a stream do? Water flows. Money makes the world go round. So why the fuck are you saving this shit? You trying to figure out ways to make money flow to you. You trying to make that shit flow to you. How do we pull this stream here, pull this stream here? Now, that's another reason I've been trying to get people to be up on the podcast and shit. Y'all see this shit happening. LeBron James has a fucking podcast now. LeBron James has a podcast. You know how many endorsements he got from Nike? He got the checks from Lakers. You know what I'm saying? He has a pizza shop. This is somebody who technically all he has to do is play basketball, right? Why the fuck does this nigga have a podcast? For more people to tune into him. You know what I'm saying? It's shit like that. He has movies. He did the Space Jams too. Bro, even if it's do what the fuck billionaires and millionaires do, what the fuck do you see them doing? If you want to be like that in any aspect, and it ain't all aspects, it's like, damn, I see a fucking millionaire, he still has this shit. Lil Baby said, every millionaire I know still works, so I know I still gotta put some fucking work in. I can do music, I can do this, but I still gotta da-da-da. Because you saw Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp was sitting there debating with Skip Bayless. After a while, now what do you see? Club Shay Shay. That podcast is doing fucking numbers. Shannon Sharp said off one episode, he made more than any 1 year in the NFL. Off one episode. He said, forget the network. I am my own network. I'm my own broadcast channel. What do you see happening in the world right now if you pay attention? Instagram has a feature so that people can do what? If you've probably been invited to say, this person now has a broadcast channel. Somebody that you're following on Instagram now has a broadcast channel. And now, cause I got a couple. You know how you got those Instagram crushes? Yes, I'm a grown man. I have an Instagram crush. These bitches, oh my gosh. The one bitch, what I like about her is she stay working out. Like she show you too. You know what I'm saying? She actually put the fucking work in. This ain't no, cause you know you know how a bitch will get a BBL and then start working out. Then yeah, I said it's a scheme, it's a wave, right? The bitch will get a BBL and then go buy dress clothes. I mean some gym clothes, and then go to the gym, post up the camera, and start working out. Like, oh yeah, I'm in the gym. This is how I'm doing my squats and that third. Bitch, and you don't never see that bitch sweat. You don't never see them bitches sweating, right? This bitch be sweating. She be putting in the work. She has her own broadcast shit. And she don't even know how to use it. She's like, I don't know why the fuck I'm doing this shit. But she knows what? She knows she's pretty. She knows she got a fat ass. And what I like about it is she be joking about it. I don't know. The bitch knows she look good and she got a fat ass and she be joking about it shit. It's another, and so the other one that I like too, she same thing. You see her working out. Now she do some art and shit too. And she be doing some interior decorating type shit. Low key kind of sort of. But she be like, yeah, you know, I'm about to go to the gym. I'm working on my dump truck. I'm like, damn right, bitch. She like, I'm trying to have that dump truck, this and that third, boom, boom, boom. She like, bro, that shit funny. I like her, man. I like her. Now, between the two, one of them, and like, you don't really know somebody until you actually see them, this and that third room. One of them, she actually kind of goofy. The other one, like goofy as in funny, like she funny, goofy, like she seems like she clumsy, funny, goofy, this and the third. She seems like happy, like that's like she's that happy goofy. The other one, then I looked at one bitch last night. I said, bro, I don't see you smile. She said I'm not happy. I said, well, what makes you happy? Do you know what makes you happy? Do you know what makes you excited? Now some people can. Now, see, when you ask somebody a question like that, they actually think a little bit. Some people like nah. Some people really just genuinely don't know. Some people like think about it. This. One shorty, she was like my family and my friends. I said, well, what if your family and friends are the source of your discontentment? They're the ones who actually not making you happy. She says, I get over it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be mad forever. Mature response. It's a mature response. And I then also asked her, now the same bitch who didn't really know what makes her happy, she did ask a good question. What are grounds for terminating a friendship? And now when I asked a shorty who said her family and friends make her happy, she said lying. Because if you lie, I can't trust you. And you know, the stipulation for lying is, well, what's the cause and the source of this lie? There's little white lies. But then there's some serious ground shit. Nah. I gotta look at my rating for this fucking cigar. There's one part of it that I don't care for that taste, but then that goes away at some point. But outside of that, we've seen that it has very decent composure, and now we're at 88 minutes, so over an hour of smoke time. Oh, it's looking like it might rain today. Looking like it might rain today. Just some thought-provoking shit. Because you gotta appreciate the rain. Because if it don't rain, there's a drought. and you've seen what happens. Well, you haven't seen what happens in a drought, right? God sent down a flood. That's too much fucking rain. Fine, you complain about the water and shit. You needed the water to grow your crops. Now, it stopped raining. What the fuck? DW. What's up, my brother from Norfolk? Thank you for the like. Thank you for engaging on the poll. What you vote for? Graffiti jungle. Welcome to the fucking graffiti jungle. Welcome to the graffiti jungle. Is this DW? Is this Aquarius? Is this the Aquarius who's not an Aquarius? Well, I don't know. Your birthday might. I don't know when your birthday is. But you gotta appreciate the rain. No, I'm a Virgo. We spoke before. For sure, for sure. Norfolk tapping in. 757. The whole 75 out this shit. But that's another thing. When you pop up on this shit, you can tap in. People from Croatia have popped up. People from, you know what I'm saying, Jamaica, from the islands, from all over, bro. This is why, even if you just vlogging and just you do some regular shit, you can still tap in and show people, like, you know what I'm saying, life, and have an exchange of ideas and conversation. Well, what's new? You know what I'm saying? In high school, we used to have this shit called, before class start, let's start class on a fucking good note. Called this shit good times. Niggas could get up here and say some good fucking news. Now, I forget the dude name who started this shit. I don't know if it's Mr. He had a weird fucking name. But his name might have been Schmiegel or something. The shit was weird as fuck. But he had another thing too. Cause like I just told you, when you tell somebody some good shit that's happening in your life, you gotta pay attention to that fucking reaction. He made, I think we had to do 2 claps. Or we just had to say, all right, clap it up for that, y'all. Like, he made that shit. He was forcing people to do what? One, because sometimes people have good shit happening in their life and they don't like to tell nobody because niggas be hating and shit. But he made people, and then it's another thing. So one, you don't want to tell somebody just because of whatever, or you just might be private, you might be introverted, or you might say, you might not feel like talking. You don't know if other people going, you know what I'm saying, really celebrate your achievement, your happiness, for whatever it is. But he made people, he at least gave people a chance, an opportunity to think about, because that right there, man, think about some positive shit. Think about some happy shit. You force it. You at least give people a chance, like, let me think about some positive stuff going on. That, even just putting your mindset in that space is good. Because then there are times when it's like, there's this negative thought dominating brain space, taking up energy. Can you let go of it and think about something positive for a moment? Because, you know, some people, you can ask certain people, you're most likely hear from an older generation, right? You know what they'll say? Even on a bad day, they'll say, I opened my eyes this morning. I'm above ground and not 6 feet under. And that, they just appreciate life and just being up and the ability to create and to continue and to keep going. Some people would sit there and say, and they take that as a chance, well, man, if I just woke up, that means I got another chance to go out here and do something. I'm supposed to be doing something. I got another chance to keep doing something. Go out here and do something. And live. And the younger generation, though, you might not hear that too often. It's either you might not hear nothing, or you're going to hear something about this and the third, boom, boom. So, what's going good? Share the good news. What's new? That's why when you look at certain greetings, I actually like you got what's up, right? But then at a certain point, people start saying, what's good? I like that. What's good? What's up with you? What's good, bro? What's good? What's really good? Nah. You know, this shit when they be like, you can say the same thing, but then they got certain inflections, and just the way you say it, it now means certain shit. Like, all right. Just that right there. All right. All right. Okay. All right. You pushing it. All right. Okay. I like that. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. Just in a change in fashion. You say, what's good, bro? You say, what's good? All right. You know what I'm saying? That's a regular thing. Nah, what's really good, bro? You like, oh shit. Turn the fuck up. Bro, bro, when somebody getting mad, bro, you let somebody know, like, nah, like, it's time to turn up, bro. Like, what's up? Nah, what's good, bro? Nah, what's really good? Like, what you trying to do? Should be funny as fuck. Should be funny as fuck. I remember one time, I forget what happened. My bro was like, he said, tell her I said, what's up? And I tell her I said, what's up? So I said, nah, what's really good? Like, what you really trying to do? I just gotta make sure before I clock into this bitch, I had a little piece of hair still in the back of my neck. I had to cut that shit off. I missed the spot. Yeah, I hit that on. What time is it? 3:47. Cut that thing. Don't want to walk to this shit. Cause I got just enough where if I spend, mind you, Dollar Tree is now $1.25, and if you get two things, that's like $2.60. So $2.60. That's me just getting two things. Right now, the rest of the money I got is just I'm only, you know what I'm saying. Right now, it seems like, cause you don't know how the fuck I be moving and going, but it's just on some. Just get a snack. Cause I be closing, bro. And this shit will get hungry. And so, now I don't want to give her this bone. I just gave her the top of it. I don't want to actually put this bone. I don't want to leave it up to chance. So I gotta safely dispose of this one. Gotta remember to ask them to print that pay stub for me. So if I leave at like 5, that's too late, but. So I still got about like another hour to decide if I want to walk over there to get there on time. One of the things, right, on the app, when you clocking in, if you clock in at the exact time, it says you're overdue to clock in. If you clock in at the exact time or a minute after, it says you're overdue to clock in. So the app wants you to clock in earlier, before that time. But yesterday was dope because I didn't know how that jump was supposed to go. But I kept just doing you live on the edge. And that's why I like to live at. I like to live beyond the what if. Because you be sitting there thinking, I could do this, I could do that. Now it's, okay, I did do this, I did do that. What's next? And so sometimes I look at stuff and I just say, well, putting some stuff together. But I like what Kale said on Club Shay Shay. He said, God looks at you from an eternal standpoint. He knows. You may be here, but you're going to be here. Looks at you from an eternal standpoint. Think about that, right? Think about one more. What if you had to rewatch your life? So it's like, what story do you want to tell? What story do you want to tell? And so sometimes I look back at whatever I'm doing and I say, when I look back, what am I going to see? And am I going to be proud of myself? That's one thing I be sitting there looking at. I be looking at stuff like, man, like there are really times I'm like, bro, I'm gonna look back at this point in time and be so proud of myself. I'm gonna watch my life back and say, and I'm gonna laugh, I'm gonna be happy, and be like, bro, you was putting in so much work and effort, and I'm proud of you. And be like, damn, you did that shit. You did that shit, bro. I'm proud of you, bro. That's how I want to look at myself in my life. So sometimes I ask in a situation, I ask myself, what's gonna make me laugh right now? I look back and like, oh shit, you really did that shit? Whatever it is. Whatever it is. So what story are you telling yourself? What story are you going to be able to tell? What story are you going to be able to tell? So yeah, we want to get through this. This has been an excellent smoke time. I'll take off. Even if I take off the last 20 minutes, I feel like it's giving me about 80 minutes. It's an hour and 20 minutes of smoke time. Excellent. I really gotta look at my book to see what I'm not sure if I gave this cigar a rating in my book. Because the first time I had it, I glued the cigar band to the hat. But if I'm not, the only thing I'm knocking for is that one part when I'm smoking that has that taste, and I just like, and it's in the first third. Because when I did that 45 straight puffs, it really reminded me of like 50 straight puffs. I was sorry, how many puffs can I get off of this shit in the straight, just puffs, just straight boom. What made me do that is because dude said, "Is that a blunt?" I was like, "Nah, it's a cigar." He's like, "You chiefing? You chiefing that shit, bro?" If it rains, I have a waterproof case now. I got the rain jacket and the flat cap. Now, it's about smoking the cigar or the cigar pipe. Which one can you smoke in the rain? Motivation behind this shit was a scene on Peaky Blinders. This is what's motivated a lot of shit so far. I gotta go back. I gotta finish watching Peaky Blinders, bro. I ain't finished season 6. Yeah. Because we got smoke. I got one more cigar. It's my favorite. And I got plenty of tobacco. So we gotta watch Peaky Blinders. And I'm off tomorrow, so we got time. So, one scene motivated so much shit. I'm watching Peaky Blinders. There's a scene. You know what? This is my reenactment scene. This is the scene I'm gonna reenact. Because you know how it seems, I be sitting there trying to memorize the lines and shit. Ain't no lines in this shit I got memorized. And this shit inspired me. In this scene, he walking in the rain, head down. That's the fucking scene. Walking in the rain, head down, puff the cigarette. He has a flat cap and a rain jacket. Flat cap and a rain jacket. I'm reenacting that scene, bro. Which flat cap do I want to wear? The black one or the navy one? The navy one matches the navy blue rain jacket. And it's basically almost looks black. The black one will match the whole black, whatchamacallit. But I can't wear a hat at work. I can wear a hat in my own business. And that's why I keep my mentality at. Because that day, I was like, what you got? I'm not taking my hat off for you right now. I'm not changing my clothes for you. I walked out. I said, I'll cut my hair. I'll be back tomorrow. And that's what I did. Man of my word. He wasn't there, and what did I do? I still didn't wear a hat. Kept my word. I complied. Because now, again, it's the long game. It's the long game. Now, things to think about. Things to think about. Which one can you actually get lit up in the ring? Easiest one, less work, is the fucking cigar. Got a windproof cigar. Got a windproof lighter. Got more fluid. And it's my favorite cigar. And I'm smoking in the rain. It's my first time smoking in the rain. That gives cause and reason to a highlight. And it's for the fucking visuals. Now, what I kind of got to think about, though, is... So, if it rained right now... Wait till you feel a couple shits, right? Wait till you feel a couple raindrops. You know for sure about the rain. I would then just have to put the hot spot in the bag, put this shit back in the bag, and I can just keep the phone out, though. Just keep the phone out. And you can do a cigar pipe in the rain, because cigar pipe, you gotta load it up, you gotta light it up, you might have to light multiple times. So, let me get this cigar pipe lit up. Let's get the cigar pipe lit up. Don't need the cutter anymore right now. Hotspot is doing decent on battery. Alright, it's not full, but the fact that it damn near looks full lets you know that it has charge. Because if that shit was empty, you would be able to clearly tell that. So before anything, let's go ahead and get the cigar pipe lit up. And I can show you both cigar pipes now. Now, the only thing wrong with this bag, it has bicycles on it. I just want to change this out and put a black bag. And I have a black bag that I potentially kind of technically use, and that's the one that my Yeezys came in. So, yesterday, we retired. It's a partial retirement. It's going to come back out of retirement. The corncob pipe. So I was saying, the corncob has 3 pieces. You have this one, and you have this one. So you got the bowl, this part, and this part. I need to know names for this. Now, my new pipe, pipe made in Italy only has 2 pieces. Just the bowl and then this part. So the corncob pipe lasted me 3 months. So we'll see if this pipe lasts a lifetime. Both are gonna last. I'm keeping that cigar pipe forever. Okay. Well, I like it, the fact that it don't seem too dark to y'all, but it's dark right now. It is getting darker. It's about to rain. So yes, I am going to walk in the rain. Now the other part of it though is how and where. Gotta do this shit quick. How and where to set the camera up. Because he has a camera crew recording him walking. But until I have my camera crew recording me and recording my visuals, so when you watch the live back, the reason it just paused the last 2 times is because I took a highlight from this segment. So the first highlight was me just talking about the happiness, looking back on your life. The second highlight is going to be me comparing the 2 pipes. Because so what Club Shay Shay would do on the podcast is you got the full segment, but then you chunk this full segment down. Here comes the rain. So the leaves in the trees are going to block out some of the rain. But I'm gonna try to get these last little matches up, and then we're just gonna do an ASMR smoke session in the rain. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Testing, 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 testing. 1 2 1 2. Testing, test, test, test. Always try your best. Don't worry about the rest. Distractions is a whole bunch of mess. What toothpaste do you use? Crest or Colgate? When you walk down your path, is it straight? Or do you take a detour just to go explore? You don't want to go too far off road. But that's how the story unfolds. The greatest story told. Is it about the person who stayed dedicated, committed to achievement? Or is it the person who went down the gravel on the dirt road off of the pavement? What made me laugh is they say it's not gonna rain forever. And that's some shit you ain't gotta think about too hard. It's not clever. However, sometimes you gotta say something that's gonna make people think. Sometimes things happen too fast in a blink. Like, how long does it take for a ship to sink? How long does it take you to realize that you took your eyes off the prize and that you may not reach your destination? And was that because of procrastination? And then you gotta look back and face the nation. And tell people the truth. When you go to stand up in the pulpit, in the booth, but you still got a choice. Because you got that trophy that you want to hoist. And so you could tell them a lie. What's gonna make them cry? Or what's gonna make them happy and not sappy or feel crappy? A bitch gotta look at you and say, you're not the pappy. But then you go up north and you start talking to Spanish shorty and she gonna call you Poppy. Make you act crazy when she give you that sloppy toppy. When you sat in the blueprint, people gonna try to copy. And there's no way to save the information because the disk ain't on a floppy. And they be so mad when the basketball players be flopping. They be mad at the farmers when you say, your crop ain't cropping. But what can you crop? A picture. I think there's a game called The Witcher. But when you crop, there's things that you can cut out. So that you can focus. Because the rest ain't what the picture's about. We're talking about more than just pictures. We're talking about more than just flicks. Like the Three Little Pigs, one who built that house out of bricks, one who built that house out of straw, and the other one built the house out of sticks. Which one's gonna last? Which one's gonna stand the test of time? Because that wolf is on the hunt. It's a cigar pipe. There's no question if it's a blunt. But back to the witches, they used to be on a witch hunt. These bitches was powerful. They could change somebody's fate. They would go in the kitchen, start cooking shit up. Didn't have to wait. Cause who's a-coming? Satan. The death come with his sight. And he ain't wait 10. But tan is a color. What distinguishes one human from another? This one black, this one brown, this one white, this one tan. And then they generalize and say it's all just mankind. And this is a virtue. Not everyone's out to hurt you. Again, we were talking about colors like blue. And then somehow that's attached to being sad. And red is attached to being mad. Alright, the inspiration behind that quick freestyle was, first of all, we sitting in the rain. It was just raining. And we smoking a cigar pipe. Well, I think I said it in the poem. That common shit that people be saying, that's just true. Like Gorilla say, at the end of the day gonna end. At the end of the day gonna end. It ain't gonna, so what got me was, it ain't gonna rain forever because the rain stopped. So you can't tell, but once it's getting hot and heat, it's almost like turning brown. So and I'm almost dry. It was like it never rained. And there's no stain. There's no proof. Because you got protection up under a roof. You might do something, people still want to ask, well, what's the proof? What Lotto tell Ice Spice? Get in the booth. Why are you coming at that girl? What's crazy is they got this one, like what you see, Ice Spice got one little move. You make that's Ice Spice got one move, bro. Y'all be mad at Ice Spice, but for what? She got that one move and she made that shit work for her. It's making her money. Tyler got that one little move too. They both got the same fucking move, but Tyler shit fat. I mean, Ice Spice shit fat. Tyler shit, it ain't flat. She got her journey said she got that hourglass shape. So, slight little science experiment. I ain't give a fuck about the cigar. But now the cigar is wet. The cigar, I had let it sit here in the pizza box. So, I'm gonna see if this cigar will light up. What other things is... You ever heard that notion like, when it rains, that's God crying? Or if it's, what it's happy tears? It's the celebration. It's the commemoration. How else can he send you a sign that let you know he's happy? He wants to extend out to you and let you know, hey man, kind of want to touch you. That was good. That was good. All right, now the thing about this one is the fact that it's also now a little too, like when I go to light it up, it's a little too close to my face. A little harder to puff. That's rough and tough. Still booming. You usually see the lightning than the thunder. Light travels faster than sound. But he was saying that you can divide the frequency by 2 and turn that and get the sound of the light. I keep coming back to that, right? He's saying some thought-provoking shit. And when girl picked me up, this is what I was thinking about too. I was thinking about because his whole shit, he's focused on, because I study math. Now, he's focused on the square root of 2. Now, what he does say is an infinite loop, and why does this shit keep working? And he's like, and because my part of it is, it doesn't happen with every other number. It's only happening with 2. And so, one thing I guess kind of like throw back at him, because he's talking about it's an infinite loop. So this is what he does. And you can do this in your calculator. And I did it, you know what I'm saying? Because I was trying to figure out what he was talking about. Take your calculator, type in 2, take the square root of 2. Cube it and then divide by 2. Cube it and then divide by 2. It keeps coming back down to the square root of 2 if you cube it and then divide by 2. It doesn't happen with any other number though. Because with 1, now, and there's certain things I can understand too. He was like, when you do 1 times 1, he was like, when you do 1 times anything, it should just go up by 1, kind of, sort of. Because he was saying, if you do 1 times 1 equals 1, and because you, even in chemistry, when you study equations, like, even like molecular equations, you got to account for it. There has to be, on both sides, it has to be balanced in the equation. So he was like, when you do 1 times 1 equals 1, where's the essence for that other 1? You know what I'm saying? That's why he kept saying 1 times 1 is 2. And so, so yeah, it only happens with 2. If you take the square root of 1, and then, see, and not, because he's just talking about, it's a couple of just contradictions within the math, right? If you take the square root of a number, how do you take the square root of a number and then add it to it? So for instance, the square root of 1 is 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. You're going to get the number bigger if you add the square root to itself. And it doesn't have, like, the square root of 100 is 10. 10 plus 10 is 20. And so one of my things was, what I'm saying here, to continue, I guess, that part of that conversation is, it doesn't happen with every number. You know what I'm saying? And so you take the square root of 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. And so, even if you was to cube that, if you cube that and divide that by 2, you're going to start going down. 1 divided, square root of 1 is 1. So you do the square root and then cube it, you get 1. And then divide that by 2, you'll get 0.5. Cube that, you'll get 0.125. And so that doesn't lead you to a loop, but it happens with 2. But if you generalize this, right, square root of 2 is going to be the only time you get this. So what are you doing in your whole operation here? You're cubing it and then dividing by 2, and you keep getting out the same number. So whatever number in this, because I taught algebra, so when you abstract this, abstractly, x cubed divided by 2 equals x. Well, you can divide both sides by x. Why? Because now here's mathematical conversation. You assume x is not 0. And now that x isn't 0, dividing both sides by x, you'll get x squared over 2 equals 1 times both sides by 2, and then you got to take the square root of both sides. X is going to equal the square root of 2. That's the only time this happens. That's when, or I'm not going to say the only time it happens, but for conversational purposes and what he was talking about, that's when it happens. You're cubing it and then dividing by 2 and getting out the same number. So if you generalize that, well, you keep getting out the same number. So just you keep getting out x. You're cubing x, dividing it by 2, and getting out x. Well, it doesn't happen with, let's see if it happens with 3. X cubed divided by 3 equals x. Even times by 3. Square root of 3. Doesn't happen with the square root of 3. Let me just see if it happens with the first root of 3. The only instance is when it's happening is with 2. The only instance when it's happening is with 2. Now, my other thing, the thing I kind of just want to just throw out there was the fact that she brought me a fine thing. Is there a way? So, one of the things I kind of wanted to just throw out there and pose was, when we talk about mathematical operations, division is not closed. Now, this is let me just go for my whatchamacallit. I didn't have a good abstract algebra teacher. I didn't have a good abstract algebra teacher. But in abstract algebra, you learn about closed sets of numbers and operations. Division is not closed because even with the set of integers, because you can divide two integers and not get out an integer. You can get a real number, but you won't get an integer. Division is not closed under the operation of division. And the square root of 2 is, like, when you're teaching the math and the algebra and whatnot, one of the things is we just gotta tell the students just straight up now, like, yo, square root of 2, if you see square root of 2, it's not a rational number. It's irrational. The square root of 2 is irrational. You can't get it out the rational ratio of two numbers. You can't divide two numbers and get the square root of 2. That's the thing. So this number 2. Now, I was a math teacher, so I guess if you can ask people what's their favorite number. One of my favorite numbers is 2, though. You could use 2 to explain a lot of concepts. You can use the number 2 to explain a lot of concepts, especially when it comes to exponential operations. Well, this cigar might be dry now. I mean, it is just a leaf. Can you light it up on fire? The only problem is like the dust, the sand that will kick up from her taking off. Oh, shit! It's almost 5 o'clock. Damn. I even feel an ounce of air. Don't like the waste matches. So wasting. I'm down to 4, so fuck it. I'm gonna try to use these last 2 again. This is what I don't like matches. see the leaves moving. I barely feel any wind, but I see the leaves moving, so I need some wind blowing. Yeah, she got the little fire, but a little one. Last one. Yeah, I'm about to put my fucking black shirt on. Make sure I gotta hit that spot where the hair is. Fuck it. Alright. Let's see if it rains on the wall.